Hey, I am Calliope Liviaki and I am your Design Journey art class expert for drawing with watercolors and inks while creating paintings and illustrations inspired by our beautiful nature. This is our third session together, exploring even more ways to use the Staedtler pigment liners, and I'm super excited about this one because it has a really unique way of seeing art and nature and all the objects around us. In this session we will work with negative space, meaning we are going to focus on all the space and areas around our sketch lines and not our actual sketch lines. I know it may sound confusing, but trust me, it is so easy and the result is so cool. And finally, on our challenge, we also might be able to introduce some color. The materials we're going to use are the pigment liners from the Staedtler Design Journey assortment that you can find in this set. Mostly using the wider angled nib liner, since we will be doing a lot of black opaque shading, or you can even use individuals like 0.8 or 1.0 that can cover more space faster, and even the metallic marker for optional decorations. Of course, to follow up all the exercises and prepare our sketches as always, we're going to use a pencil, an eraser and sharpener, and this set has everything. While also the compass and ruler for any symmetrical planning, and lastly, for our final journey challenge, we will create a colorful version 2 using the double-ended watercolor brush pens. And our paper remains the same, A5 size, 220 GSM. The actual technical part of this technique isn't that much on how to use your materials, but the layout and planning of your drawing and where to place the blocks of color, understanding in depth the negative space effect and how to use it. Negative drawing is when the artist uses the white of the paper and surrounds it with very dark opposite values to create contrast and dynamic range. As you can see here, I made a box inside a box, and now I will black out the outer one to make a very contrasting piece of art. By putting these very two opposite values next to each other, you can produce really amazing and strong feelings through art. It creates an equal attention to both values and shows the importance of coexisting together. The thought that one wouldn't be visible without the other, and the harmony between is so amazing that makes you truly think about the world and everything around us. And these can get really complex or stay super minimal. Both ways have the same core idea. It's like drawing but not actually drawing, more like drawing around what you want to draw. The white space is negative and the black is positive. One of the more challenging parts about this is making your mind see the space that needs filling. So take your time and maybe even mark your areas, and also it's nice to keep in mind to leave a consistent negative line width for a cleaner look. I sometimes will create an inner line work border to mark the area I will cover with ink to make it easier for me to remember not to get past it. All the pigment liners from the Staedtler Design Journey assortment have amazing ink flow to cover smoothly all the desired areas with no patches. And their fast-drying, smudge and waterproof abilities make them even more fitting as you worry less about making a mistake and ruining your illustration. Also, you can take this even a step further and add a unique metallic sun using the beautiful bronze metallic marker while also tracing the white lines. And now it is time we move forward into the journey challenge. Now that you have everything fresh and ready, just follow the next steps and see with your own eyes the beauty of using negative space and what you can achieve with this technique. Starting off our art piece, we need to find the center of our paper to create our circle. With our compass that we measured to have 5 cm radius. Using the same center, we create a smaller one, 2 cm circle. And having these two as a guidelines, we can start placing our waves. The waves we're creating are more like Japanese illustration style with curves and lines to shape them. And I keep adding them until half of the outer circle is full, making sure to leave the middle smaller one clean with only a few little points overlapping since it will be the sun of our scenery. Then starting on the upper part of the outer bigger circle, I start creating simple curly clouds. And lastly, I add my sun rays. Now it is time to start filling in the places with our black pigment liners to create the negative effect. Firstly, I'm covering the sky sun rays part, making sure to follow my pencil sketch and actually leaving it blank and separate our elements. Then did the same thing with all the curved part of the waves and the clouds, but this time I used a finer, smaller tip to create a texture and not really wanting a total black finish. As you can see in the close-up, the different texture helps a lot to understand our illustration and the difference between our elements, which in this case are the waves, clouds, sun and sun rays. Also, you can take this even a step further and add a unique metallic sun using the beautiful bronze metallic marker while also tracing the white lines. And last but not least, as an example, you can achieve the same negative space effect with any colors of your choice, like I am doing here with these 3 watercolor pens. And here you can see all the 3 versions were created and the differences between them, and actually decide what you would like to use and which one you like better. As always, I really hope you enjoyed it and that you learned something from all these, and I cannot wait to see your creations and your beautiful drawings. And yeah, so please don't forget to share them with me on Instagram using the hashtag #MyDesignJourney. Thank you so much for being here and following this design journey, that it is truly all about finding inspiration in nature and just not being afraid to create no matter your art experience.